Ok, buenos días. Entonces hoy vamos a revisar los verbos regulares. So we're going to revise regular verbs, specifically los verbos AR. So the AR group of regular verbs in the present tense. Now, in order to conjugate any verb, first you need to know the infinitive of the verb. So conjugate here just means to use a verb in a tense or a mood. Okay, so it means taking a verb like to do in English and maybe writing done or did or doing or will do. Okay, taking a verb like speak, the verb to speak, and writing speaks or speaking or will speak or has spoken or spoke. Okay, so it's taking the infinitive, which is the name of the verb, and changing it in some way. Okay, the name of the verb. And the infinitive here, examples would be to do, to have, to sleep, to stay, to live, to write, to draw, to paint, etc. Okay, it's the name of the verb before you do anything to it. Now that second point there, regular verbs in Spanish, because it is regular verbs that we're talking about, regular verbs in Spanish are organized into three groups. We have your AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. Now that first group of verbs that we're looking at is the biggest, and it is our AR verbs. And this is just a list of some useful útiles, los verbos útiles, some useful AR verbs. Now, as I said, the AR group of verbs is the biggest. Okay, so it's a very large list, but these are some useful ones. So bailar, to dance, cantar, to sing, cenar, to dine. It means to eat dinner or to eat supper or to eat tea, whatever your family calls that evening meal. Charlar is to chat. It says face because it's to chat face to face. Chatear is to chat online. Charlar is to chat face to face. Comprar is to buy. Dibujar is to draw. Escuchar to listen. Estudiar to study. Cocinar to cook. Desayunar to have breakfast or to breakfast. Descansar to rest or relax. Andar is to walk. Hablar is to speak or to talk. Llegar is to arrive. Llevar is to bring or to wear. Mirar is to look. Olvidar to forget. Tomar to take. Viajar to travel, to voyage, viajar. Nadar to swim. Tocar to touch. Trabajar to work. And ayudar is to help. So if any of these are new to you, do make sure to make a note of them in your vocabulary copy. Now, in order to conjugate, to build or to construct, to conjugate the present tense, first we need the stem. To get the stem, we take off the AR. So bailar, to dance, has a stem, which is bail. Estudiar, the stem is estudi. Trabajar, the stem is trabaj. Visitar, the stem is visit. And nadar, the stem is nad. Now, a stem by itself doesn't mean anything. You need to add the endings in order to conjugate it properly, to build it properly. So what are those endings? Well, the endings for the present tense for the AR verbs are as follows. The endings for yo is o. The ending for tú, as. The ending for él or ella is a. The ending for nosotros is amos. The ending for vosotros is ais. And the ending for ellos and ellas is an. And remember now, yo is I. Tú is you. Él and ella are he and she. Nosotros, we. Vosotros, you plural or ye. And ellos and ellas is they. Okay? So let's take a look at putting all of that together. So first of all, let's take an infinitive. So bailar means to dance. Okay, so I have the verb bailar, to dance. And let's say I want to write out that whole list. I dance, you dance, he dances, she dances, we dance, you dance, they dance. First thing I need to do is I need my stem. So bail is my stem. It doesn't mean anything by itself. I need to add my endings. Okay, so there's my stem. My stem is the same for all of them. So if I want to say I dance, yo bailo, or just bailo is I dance. Bailas, you dance. Baila, he or she dances. Bailamos, we dance. Bailais, you dance or ye dance. And bailan, they dance. And remember then, you dance, this is the plural version of you, and this is the singular version of you. So if I was talking to one person, I would say bailas. And if I was talking to more than one person, I would say bailáis. Okay, vamos a hacerlo otra vez. We're going to do that again, and we're going to use the verb nadar, which means to swim. So again, I need my stems. The stem of nadar is nad. This is my stem. Doesn't mean anything by itself, okay? I have to add my endings to make it mean something. So the first one, I swim, nado. You swim, nadas. He or she swims, nada. We swim, nadamos. Ye swim, nadáis. And they swim, nadan. Okay, so again, o, as, a, amos, ais, an is your endings for your regular AR verbs. You put them onto the end of your stem, and there you go. Okay, so let's work through writing a specific one. I want to say I dance in Spanish. First thing, I get my infinitive, bailar. Take off my AR to get the stem, add my ending, which is o for I dance, and the present tense, I dance, bailo. Second one, they buy. So pause the video for a second, try to work your way through this and then check your answer. So your infinitive, they buy. Sorry, the infinitive to buy is comprar. I take off the AR to get my stem, which is compr. I add my ending. The ending for they is o, as, a, amos, ais, and the ending is an, compran. So compran, they buy. Okay? Now, let's work through that. Pause the video for a second and work your way through these 5 examples. He draws, we swim, you plural forget, they work, and she studies. So taking the infinitive to draw is dibujar. Take off the AR to get the stem is dibuj. Adding the ending for he, o, as, a, the ending is a. So dibuja, he draws. We swim. Nadar is the verb to swim. I take off my AR. The ending for we swim is nadamos. Nadamos. The next one, you plural is forget. Olvidar is to forget. Take off my AR. You plural is o, as, a, amos, ais. Olvidáis. Muy bien. The next one, they work. Well, to work is trabajar. Take off my AR. They, o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Adding my endings, trabajan. Muy bien. The next one, she studies. Estudiar. Just take off my AR. And she and he is o, as, a. The ending is a. So he or she studies is estudia así. Next one, pause the video and take a few minutes to work your way through these and to write them into English. So starting off with cantar. Cantar is the verb to sing. And who is doing the action? Well, the ending is amos, so that is we sing. Dibuja or dibujar is the verb to draw. Who is doing the action? It ends with a, so it's he or she. The next one, olvidar, is to forget. Who is doing the action? It's o, so it's I forget. Compras is from the verb comprar, which is to buy. Compras is the ending for you, so it's you buy. Bailamos is dance. Amos is the ending for we, so it's we dance. Nadar is the verb to swim. The ending is ais, so it's you, but this now is plural. So it's ye swim, plural. Charlo is from the verb to chat. And who is doing the action? It ends in o, so it's I am doing the action. And then trabajar is the verb to work. An is the ending, so it's they are doing the action. They work. Seguimos. The next one is we need to work going from English into Spanish. So first of all, figure out your verb. So I listen is escuchar. Take off my AR. It's I listen, so the ending is o, escucho. They talk, the verb is hablar. Take off my AR. They talk, so it's hablan. The next one, he takes. The verb to take is tomar. Take off the AR and I add a because he. Olvidar, olvidar is the verb to forget. Take off my AR. She forgets. So it's I, you, he, she. O as a. So olvida is she forgets. Llegar is to arrive. Okay, take off my AR. They are doing the action. What's the ending? O as a, amos, I is an. Llegan, they arrive. We relax. Descansar is the verb to relax. Take off my AR. The person doing the action is we. So what's the ending for we? I, you, he, she, we. O as a, amos. Descansamos. We relax. Walk is caminar. Caminar. Take off the AR. Caminar. For you walk. Now it doesn't tell me if this is singular or plural. So if I said camina, you walk, and there's only one of you, that's fine. And if I said camináis, ye walk, and it's more than one person, that is also fine, because it does not tell us the context that we need to know. The last one then is estudiar. Take off my AR. Estudi, it's I is doing the action, so estudio is I study. So again, whenever you need to revise these, go back to the video, pause it, work back through the exercises, okay? The more often that you practice this, the more often that you do this, the more often that you push yourself to conjugate the verbs yourself, the easier it will become. But there is no shortcut to it, unfortunately. Okay, muchas gracias y adiós.